Hello everyone. Today I have 5 violet-based fragrances. The note of violet is powdery, and sometimes it can take on kind of a waxy feel to it, but usually it makes a perfume have a powdery touch to it. It's beautiful, beautiful note. Absolutely gorgeous, and the flower itself is absolutely beautiful. Alright. Okay, first one is Lulu. Lulu by Cachrel is a fragrance that was extremely popular when it came out in the 80s. Lots of people wore it. This fragrance is an incense, tuberose, and vanilla with plum fragrance with many, many notes, and one of those notes is violet. And violet and iris swirl around each other in the base of this fragrance to give a nice powdery feel to the bottom of the fragrance in the dry down. Absolutely gorgeous. I really, really love the dry down of this fragrance. To be honest, I love the whole fragrance itself, but the dry down with that powdery iris and violet is just phenomenal. Alright, that is Lulu by Cachrel. Next I have Insolence by Guerlain. Insolence EDT is a beautiful raspberry berry fragrance with violet, lots and lots of violet and powderiness to it. It basically smells like raspberry candy or powdered violets. That's what I get from this fragrance, but the violet really stands out in here, and it's such it's so breathtaking. It's hard to describe, but when I think violet, I think of Insolence. Insolence EDP is more of the violet, but the Insolence EDT is more of the berries, and the violet is still very, very heavy in the fragrance, but it's not quite as much about the violet as it is in the EDP. Both beautiful, beautiful one-of-a-kind fragrances. Beautiful, sweet, fairy-like fragrances. I highly recommend checking them out. And it is about $35 for a full bottle of the EDT. Alright, that's Insolence EDT. Next I have L'Instant Magic by Guerlain. Now L'Instant Magic is an iris-heavy fragrance. It definitely has dominant iris and lots of violet in there as well. The violet is powdery and more of a fresher type of feel to it, and it adds to the iris, making this a very powdery but beautiful fragrance. I highly recommend this one for anybody that loves powdery fragrances. Slightly sweet, but not too sweet. Definitely not a gourmand type of sweet. The almond in here is dry almond, and it all adds to the powdery feel of this fragrance. Absolutely beautiful. Kind of like cosmetic powder, but so much more depth than the smell of cosmetic powder because there are so many notes in here, and it's all on the swirling Guerlain base, which is a beautiful vanilla base in all of Guerlain's fragrances. Alright, that's L'Instant Magic Eau de Parfum by Guerlain. Next I have Kenzo Flower. This is just a tester, but I didn't know if I would like Kenzo because I thought it was more of a rose dominant fragrance, and some of the greener roses are not my favorite. But this fragrance right here is a violet dominant fragrance, a very nice fresh violet in the top. And this violet has like a greenness and a depth to it with the powdery feel to it. And there's rose in here, and then there is vanilla in here and musk. But this violet note in here is absolutely beautiful and so well done. I was very surprised when I smelled this and I realized, you know what, not many people talk about this fragrance anymore. It's like people love a fragrance for so long and then they get tired of it. But I'm discovering new fragrances that I haven't smelled but may have been popular back in the day. And this is one of those. This is one that used to be very, very popular, but it's kind of, the popularity's kind of worn off and people have moved on to new things. But don't forget about this gem. This is Flower by Kenzo. Absolutely beautiful fragrance, especially for you violet lovers. Last but not least, we have the Queen, ESPRIT D'Oscar by Oscar de la Renta. This is a beautiful iris powdery fragrance with the note of violet. Violet just adds more of a powdery touch to it, because oftentimes purple flowers for some reason turn powdery in fragrances, and I absolutely adore powdery scents, and ESPRIT D'Oscar is no exception to that. It's definitely a fragrance that I would say is for the more mature person, but not like an old lady fragrance. I'm thinking more mature as in someone who's not all about gourmands. This is someone who loves and can handle complex scents, floral scents, and scents that don't center around sweetness. This is one of those. This is one that centers around powdery purple flowers. Absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend for any violet lovers or iris lovers. ESPRIT D'Oscar by Oscar de la Renta. There's 5 violet fragrances. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like, a comment, and subscribe. I'd like to show you guys some of my stitches. This is this thumb. It's looking a bit better. I took the band-aid off. This one is this side. She's looking all right. Still got this guy bandaged up, and this guy's still under a bandage, but I'm doing much better. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Alright, have a great day.